Introduce you to Fozzie. He's gonna work out with me today. Just kidding. I'm with Neil here. Neil just gave me an interview. I felt really pressured, nervous. It's the first time being interviewed like that. But after interview, he said, "Let's go work out." So we're here now. So tell him what you're taking, Neil.
Got Optimum Nutrition, micronized creatine. This is Essential Amino Energy, BCAAs. This is also the bee's knees. The bee's. You want to get cut? Knees. You want to get big? You want to see those gains? And then I got glutamine too. This is just to kind of add to the stack.
This guy's a stacker. We're about to get a workout in. You ready to get swole?
Let's do it.
Get lean.
Get big.
Get cut. Throw up.
Gains. Throw up.
Introducing Neil, I mentioned him before in a previous video, and I will have his link to his channel down below, so make sure you check it out. So I forgot that I had the casing on the GoPro, so you couldn't really hear me, but I'll tell you what we did. So we ended up doing 3 planks, a minute each. It was pretty good, and what Neil was giving tips is just tighten up your tighten up your tummy, squeeze your buttocks, and just hold it as good as you can. So we ended up doing back, and the guy in the yellow ended up joining us, but I didn't record him. I didn't feel like asking him permission, but he's off to the side. So Neil had what he was telling me, an injury on his back, so he was taking it really light, just getting back into the gym. It's really important when you're recovering or getting over something just to take it easy, just go through the motions, and just see how your body reacts without going too heavy and saying, hey, I got it. And it took a lot of discipline for Neil, as I was moving up in weight, for him to just maintain and just keep working with what he could. And even if you're going light, what you want to do is just focus on the important things, like squeezing the muscles, making sure you have good form and control, and breathing. That's always the best thing. It doesn't matter if you can't lift weight, heavy weight at first, but after a while, when you recover fully, of course you're going to add up to it. So we ended up doing back. I let Neil take over for a little while, and then we switched with what I wanted to do. So we're back and forth, and it was good that we did that. Just some weight, just showing what we're doing, well, what I'm doing. And looking at this video, my legs look pretty small, but they're not. I've been working out on for 2 weeks already. Next week will be week 3, and it's been one of my focuses. But with this workout, what you want to do, some people reach all the way forward and pull all the way back. And I would say if you reach, lean forward, don't arch your back so much. Try to keep it as straight as possible, bending from the hips, and get a good rhythm. And when you feel that it's heavy, when you say, oh, I only get 10 or 8 or whatever the number is, try to grind out 2 more. That's been one of the key things that I've been working on this week. So he wanted to do, I guess this is deadlifts. And I had horrible form. And I haven't done deadlifts since I was a kid. And I don't think I've honestly ever did deadlifts. And if you can see my form, after doing this, I was really disappointed in myself. And I've been practicing on it every day since then, just going off with lightweight, and just went from there. So I didn't want to show too much. I'm trying to keep these clips short. And this is what we did, a superset. So I went as heavy as I could go, and the heaviest weight I could do by knocking out 8 to 10 reps or even 12 was at 90 pounds. And then the superset would be finishing it off. I believe I got 50 pounds. I might have switched to the 60. If not, I did it the next day. So I went to failure. And if you do it right and you find the right weight with the superset with these curls, you're gonna feel it right before the second or the superset ends. So the second exercise of the first set. And Neil here too, he's still watching the weight because of his neck. Even though it's pull down, curls, no matter what you do, you just want to watch it. So he's doing the second portion of the superset, and it's to failure. And it's pretty good. Neil did good. You could tell by looking at him, he's in really good shape, and that he's worked out before. If not, he's just a natural.
Good control. How do you feel?
Jello.
There you go again. So we did 3 sets of these, and it's really helped what I feel is my muscles, my biceps really not just getting a good pump, but getting a good volume. And it's been 2 weeks since I've been doing this, the supersets. I don't do it every day. I do them like every other day or every 3rd day, but when I hit them, it's not just this that I'm working on with my biceps. I'm working other bicep exercises. And I realized after doing a bench one day and doing pull downs, different exercises really hit the biceps. So I try to find not be so caught up in the routine of or a game plan of what I'm gonna do. But sometimes certain exercises I forget that it really hits the muscle.
You're gonna start over. I just started recording. There you go. Woo, look at those biceps.
Superset.
Superset.
What's about to happen. This is hilarious. So watch this.
Now you're gonna superset to failure.
Fail!
That's pretty good. Failure is the point of the superset, people. You wanted to hit that point. I should have tried to make him go again, but again, his neck, he's recovering from it. And with me, as I said right there, sometimes it's okay to fail, and that's what you want. And I like to make things my own sometimes with wording. And it really burns, it really feels good in the biceps, and it feels good to hit the biceps or any muscle that you're working on to where it's just like, oh my god, this feels so good, I don't want to stop, but I want to stop. That's when you know you do a superset right. So make sure don't cheat yourself when you're doing any weights. If you could do too much, and with the supersets, this isn't sandbagging. This is what you want. You want a weight what's heavy enough where you could just get a lot out of it. And this is one of my favorite exercises to build from the forearm and up above the elbows towards the lower head of the bicep. Just build around it right there, like I'm pointing at. It just makes it feel swollen, already good, and it brings a lot of width to your arms. And it also helps when you come all the way down, just let it roll down on your fingertips. I'm not doing it here, but every once in a while I do. I let it roll down on my fingertips, and as I'm curling up, I give a good squeeze, and it really helps build my grip. That way I can go heavier and heavier. And last week or a couple of days ago,
There you go.
working out with Neil is awesome. We have plans of working out again at the gym by his place where he lives at. So I guarantee you see
My veins.
Twitching?
So
It's not twitching.
and that's what I want to get to, is where my veins start popping out as well. And here we're just finishing off with some biceps. He could have had his elbows out just a little bit off his body, kind of more pointing out. But other than that, if you look at his elbows, they're not moving too much. They're not swinging down. Some people like to swing their elbows up, and I try to keep my elbows as still as possible. Almost imagine like if your elbows are sitting on a table or something, or leaning on something. You want to keep them as still as possible, and trying to find that range of motion or that angle what helps hit your biceps. And like I said before in a previous video, with this curls where they're angled out, it really hits the bicep really good. It brings a lot of width left and right, not from top to bottom. But also from top to bottom and left and right. So this little scrapper, look at him. You can tell he got hands.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
And I've done kickboxing before and trained, and he said we just found my new bodyguard. So we're done, people. You enjoyed this video, you know what to do to see more. Thanks for watching.